sex with animals is basically...
A favorite of David's.
Sex with animals is basically legal in over 20 U.S. states. Now, gay marriage is only legal in 9 states plus Washington, D.C. Medical marijuana, only legal in 18 states. In other words, you can have sex with animals in more than 20 U.S. states, but if you have a medical condition which would benefit from using a natural plant, that you can only have in 18 states. Makes perfect sense, don't you think?
Perfectly logical.
If you have a partner who happens to be the same gender as you, and you've been with them 20 years, unless you're in one of 9 key states or Washington, D.C., you can't marry them.
Right.
Too bad. But sex with animals, that you can do in over 20 states. It's much easier to legally have sex with a horse than it is to marry your longtime partner of 20 years who happens to be the same gender.
Yeah, well, it's going to change, David. I promise you this will change.
Some would say, well, but the gay marriage thing is very clear in Leviticus. Well, so is the sex with animals thing. Leviticus 18:23, do not have sexual relations with an animal and defile yourself. A woman must not present herself to an animal to have sexual relations with it. That is a perversion. You know, there are some restrictions, like the animal can't have been raped. Some states say sex with animals is not specifically forbidden, but you can't rape the animal. Of course, it's very easy to prove whether the animal was raped or not. You just ask it if it consented or not.
You have an animal psychic.
Yeah, it's very, very straightforward. We have a problem in this country, ladies and gentlemen, when this is the case. We have a deep, deep problem. And to quote Newt Gingrich, we need a fundamental paradigm shift in this country, both on gay marriage and on sex with horses. We need a serious reevaluation here.
Yes, this is shocking, but let's put things into perspective.
Please, Louis, put horse sex into perspective for us.
We both believe that within 10 years, every state will have marriage for same-sex
No,
couples.
I don't know about the
or
10
close
years.
to it.
As Chase was saying earlier on the show, Chase Whiteside, some of these states are not going to pass it via popular vote, and they're not going to pass it via legislature because everybody's Republican. It's going to depend on a federal mandate of sorts, and I just don't know that we're going to get that in the next 10 years.
Maybe not, but individual states are moving in that direction.
Many states are, but we're going to quickly reach the number where that's possible.
We'll see.